Welcome to another video by Greystone. If you found this video, you've either come here by mtgostrat.com or the MagicGatheringStrat YouTube channel. You can find me on the pauper-to-the-people.proboards.com forums as Greystone. You can find me on MTGO as Greystone, and you can find me on Twitter as Master Greystone. Enjoy the video. Alright, so here I am doing a match with Battlegate because I couldn't wait for my article to be finished. So we won the die roll. We will go first. Let's take a look and see what we have. We get 1 mana. This is not what I want to see with this. Boros Recruits, Belvedere's, Scourge of the Niblis. I hate mulliganing on a play, but I have to do it. Skyjack, Bolt, Double Cleave, Sunlance. Can't do much other than this, or with this, but I'll play it out anyways, just because it could be fun. And I haven't played this deck in a while. I do love this deck. If you haven't checked out or haven't seen this deck before, I wrote an article, Preordain, lovely. Wrote an article on MagicGatheringStrat. It was called the Pauper Planeswalker's Tale. And it starts out with the creation of this deck, where the planeswalker in question, whose name is Greystone, ooh, wow, that wouldn't be me at all, just starts by playing or gathering a bunch of cards together, going to the alternate sites, bots, and buying up the cards, and then playing a few matches. And one of the best matches that it had was against Cyrulean's Song of Blood deck. And so yeah, I just played a Daring Skyjack. So yeah, it was against the Song of Blood deck, and it just kicked the snot out of it. No offense, Cy, but you got kind of creamed. So there's another Preordain. So we're seeing Preordain, and we're seeing blue-red. So this is going to be a Deluxeicoff deck. So we're going to be hoping for that red mana. Because right now he's trying to set up the combo, and he's Faithless Looting, even more. Drawing in, I expect an Artful Dodge to be discarded. Yep, there we go. See? Artful Dodge. And an Assault Strobe. That does not bear for, that does not make for good. Well, he won't be able to go off next turn. So I am, oh, cancel. We're gonna cast this on here, just because I don't have anything else that I can do with it. He will not be able to go off next turn. I will, however, be able to swing myself up to 24 and deal him down to 16. This will give me an added benefit of being able to stay outside of the Deluxeicoff's range. Because there's not, does he have anything he can do? No, he can't. So let's just swing in again and see what happens. Vapor Snag. Return it to its owner's hand. Yep, so there goes my Scourge, and I lose 1 life. But I can play it down again. I've already put my buffer up, so it's going to be that much harder for the Deluxeicoff once he finally gets down. It could be detrimental as if he manages to get the Fiend and the Cyclops. What I really would like is to get some form of red mana, because there's the Cyclops. Yep, and a second bolt. See, this does not bode well, because No, this does not bode well at all. If I got that red, I'd be able to take him out with Sunlance and Lightning Bolt. Even at this point, I can't double cleave into him. Because... yeah, I'll kill him, but that'll leave me creatureless. And he has the Artful Dodge. So I'm pretty much hosed at this point, depending upon what he has in his hand. If he discarded an Assault Strobe, then he's got something to go on. So I'm going to just straight up attack and see what he does. You can take it. I'll happily take that. And we'll Sunlance it to get rid of it. Not much you can do when you don't have the creature that you need in order to play. So, well, that saves our double cleave for whenever we can use it. And there's a Delver. Are we looking at a second Delver? Oh, Gitaxian Probe. Targeting me. You want to know what I have? No big surprise. I'd want to know too. So already we would have seen, he would have had more than enough. The Cyclops, he could have done a Gitaxian Probe, which would have boosted up by 3. He could have done an Artful Dodge, which would have boosted another 3. If he had an Assault Strobe in hand, that instantly would have been another 3, and that would have been 20 lethal coming to my face. If not, he could have Faithless Looting with the flashback in order to manage that. And we would have been dead. I'm going to just sit back and enjoy this for a little bit. I'm going to open up his Revealed. So what is going to happen here? So ability onto the stack. He doesn't do anything with it. Lazelet an island. He's going to ponder. At this point, if we can just keep him at bay long enough, that I'm not afraid of that Delver. I'm not afraid of the Delver at all because we can always bolt it. He's only got Faithless Looting and the Artful Dodge in there. He's cycling through his deck quite quickly here. 10 cards up on me, 49 or 40 to 49. And a second Delver. So, and he's down to 2 cards. I'm gonna have to watch him come in. I'm gonna have to bolt 1 Delver right now and get that out of the way. No, I cannot justify that turning into another flyer. So we're gonna sit back and just let him go. As he's gonna trigger. Does he reveal anything? He doesn't reveal anything. Another land. He's got more than enough land to be able to do anything he wants. But he's going to stick it back. Alright. Well, I'm going to go for a gusto move here. A Viashino First Blade. Now, this deck normally doesn't run any counters. Eye Candy. So this is going to get down. And we're going to go swinging in. Nice and heavy with a 4/4. And he's doing another reveal. lightning bolt. That will kill our Viashino if he decides to take it out. Okay, so here comes the flight. I can't do anything to stop this one. So I'll take my 3, I'll go back down to 20, and end. Alright, so what can I do here? Well, I know he's got a bolt, so I'm not going to do that. What I can do is I will just swing in for my 2-2. And I will cloud shift. I'll blink him. You have no valid target. Good. Yeah. Because now you're up 3 cards. You've got your Delver, which I'm going to fry in a second. Kiln Fiend. That just became target number 1. I can live through a Delver. I'm sorry, your Kiln Fiend is getting bolted. Goodbye. Alright, let's attack into it. And see what he does. Okay, and we'll put down our Wojak. And our Daring. So he has 1 turn before we're going to be laying some severe smackdown on him. Because an Insectile, the Delver is not going to be able to outlast us. Yep, he figured it out, and we're going into sideboard. So, what can I bring in? I could use more removal. So Sunlance is good except against... Drop the Cloud Shift, bring in my Journey to Nowheres. I'm not worried about Apostle's Blessing. He doesn't have any non-basic land. This is a beautiful card, by the way. Not worried about... Ooh, am I worried that much about Artful Dodge being in the graveyard? Enough. He doesn't have flying. Well, he's got the Delver. First Strike's not going to do a whole heck of a lot. What do I do? Skyjack, Journey to Nowhere. Wojak. You know what? I think I will just keep it as this and see where I can go. I got my Journey to Nowhere, so I got a bit more removal. So that is going to help. That's the biggest fear. Well, the biggest worry is him getting down that Cyclops. Because having a 4 toughness, admittedly, is a little difficult to deal with. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a 2 Sunlances, a Boros Recruit, only 1 Plains. I cannot keep this hand. Apparently the game does not like me. First played, Sky Knight Legionnaire, Boros Recruit. Enough mana to go on. I can work this, but it's not going to be fun. And here comes his turn 1 Delver. Okay. Yeah, nope, don't have anything at his end step. So, yeah. First thing we're going to do, we'll play out the War Falcon. Because if that does flip, the War Falcon will trade 1 for 1. I can be more than happy with that. Reveal. Does he reveal anything? We're looking at a preordained, so we do have a Delver, in fact, in the air. What are we looking at? Is it a Vapor Snag? A Ponder? Oh, are you? He got hosed on mana. He had to have been hosed on mana. And we'll use this, put cards on top to be able to draw in, get up his second mana, play it down. There we go. There's the Guild Gate. So the Uncontrolled Infestation might be valuable if we do go into a third match. Are you going to attack with your Delver? Come on. No, I didn't think so. So, what I am going to do is play down my Boros Recruit. I'll happily play that down for 1. And I'll say okay. I will, however, attack in the air with the Falcon. I'm more than happy to trade off if you want. Or you can take your 2. Because now he's got all the mana he needs, and he's going to ponder again. Is he looking for the Cyclops, or is he looking for the Cyclops or the Fiend? So there's his third land. Oh, he's thinking about it. Blue, another preordain. So he's not going to be doing the Delver, or he's not going to be doing up a Kiln Fiend this turn. So if he comes swinging in the air, we are going to be, yes, we're in a pretty good position. Okay, I can take the 3. He does have one red left open. Lightning Bolt, and he is getting rid of the War Falcon. That's fine, because I want to... Yep. I'm going to play this out while he's tapped out, so he doesn't have anything that can stop the +2/+2 it'll get, and we're going to smack him in the face for 4. Or, sorry, 5. The 1 and 4. At this point, we are kind of in a little bit of an arms race. I wish I would have drawn something other than land, because this is going to make us flood out. There comes another preordain. This is where he's going to want to see the Cyclops. Because he can drop down the Cyclops, and then he's got a fat little buddy to sit on his side. 4 cards in hand, blue, blue, red. Here comes the Cyclops. See, there's his fun little buddy. He can now block until the cows come home. And he can now start swinging in the air, or believe he's swinging in the air happily. Now he does admittedly have a severe advantage because I'm getting flooded with mana. I can't race him with the Sky Knight. I just cannot race him with the Sky Knight. I will, however, leave my one white open. I should have probably left a red open to represent having a lightning bolt, but I didn't. So we're going to go with everything. His best bet is to block the recruit. He can get that out, or he blocks the 2. Either way, he's going to be taking 3 or 4 damage. He's not blocking anything, which leads me to believe he has the kill shot in his hand, because he needs 14 damage, so he needs to cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 spells. And one of them is going to be into Ponder. Well, it should allow him to set up into his next spell. If he gets an Assault Strobe, then we're going on to round 3. I can't believe I mulligan down and then I get flooded out. I couldn't have gotten much worse in this. There's a second Ponder. So that's 7, that's 10. He still needs 2 more spells to be able to pull this off. So let's see what he draws into. What's he playing? A Gitaxian Probe. He actually paid for the Gitaxian Probe. So this is him going to be drawing into another one. Looking back on it now, I probably should have kept my Boros Recruit back, but I didn't. And he's attacking in for 13, leaving me at 1. Lightning Bolt in hand. And a Kiln Fiend back to block. So yep, this is pretty much done, so I'm going to concede. And we're going to go into round 3. So, Skycheck out. I want my next Journey to Nowhere. Yeah, Electrickery is not going to do me anything, and the Cloud Shifts out there aren't really going to help, so I'll just bring in one more removal spell, and hopefully I don't get flooded out or have to mulligan. We are going to go first. 1 mana. 1 mana. Again, 1 mana. This deck needs a lot... No, I cannot I have to mulligan on that. Even though I finally saw the Battlegate Mimic, which is what this deck is based around. I probably should have mulliganed out of this, too. That is absolutely horrible. 3 straight games in a row with an opening hand of 1 mana. Telling you, I should have a better matchup in this game. But apparently the game, or the Shuffler Daemon, or the Shuffler Gods are not liking me right now. Why, I don't know, but they don't. And you're done. Goodbye. Double Lightning Bolt, no red mana. Another Preordain. He already played his land, so at this point he's just gonna start looking for his combo pieces. If you're wondering, I do know his deck incredibly well, as before Cyclops even was printed, I was running it, getting ready before the Cyclops, once I saw the preview, but no, I was enthralled by this. No third land? Really? So, no, I love the idea for the Fiend Hunter, Distortion Strike, Artful Dodge, the Preordain and Ponders in order to be able to set up your combo, Gitaxian Probe for the free one, and you could, an Assault Stroke, easily a great killer. Another card you could put into it is Double Cleave. It has an instant speed, so your opponent isn't expecting it. But no, I was playing it a while back. I have developed another version of it called, and it's actually focused more on the flashback ability with Faithless Looting, because the flashback is an awesome mechanic. You know, there's a Distortion Strike, like I said. Faithless Looting is fantastic for just being able to... Oh, another Ponder. So Faithless Looting is just amazing to be able to draw, and cards such as Artful Dodge are great to just drop in there because of the flashback for 1 blue to make unblockable. A bunch of other ones. There's Reckless Charge. There we go. I can finally start doing some damage. So now I got a choice. Legionnaire, or Wojak. I'm going to look more at doing the Wojak, just because it has a 3. Next turn, if he doesn't drop a creature, which he probably will drop the Cyclops because he has the mana for it, and he has been digging, and digging, and digging. Or the Delver. And a Kiln Fiend. See, now I've got a problem. I need to get rid of that Kiln Fiend. Well, this made things a little bit easier. I'm going to Sunlance the Delver. And move in with the Wojak. He's not going to block with the Fiend. Unless he's running Mizium Mortars. Or sorry, not Mizium Mortars, Mizium Skin. I'm pretty clear on being able to pull this off, because I've got my 1 red up to Lightning Bolt the Kiln Fiend when it comes in. It's the only thing I'm really worried about. So he's got the Preordain. He's going to go 1 up. What I want to do is I want him to play as much of his combo as possible, and then I can Lightning Bolt him. I want him to waste out as much of his hand as possible, because, and this is why I like my version that uses a lot of flashback. I was saying Reckless Assault. Lightning Bolt my Wojak. You're a prick. But a 1 for 1, understandable. He should have probably gone after me. And 1 or a Preordain, turning this into 10. A 10-2. So we've gotten a Lightning Bolt out of him. I lost a creature, okay. Preordain. Another Preordain. And he's going to walk in. He's got 5 cards still in hand, so he's not as weak off as we would be hoping. Always Gitaxian probing me. Though at this point he knows that his Kiln Fiend is dead. And he just sucked up the 2. And with no mana open, there's not much he can do. Back to what I was saying. Reckless Assault. It is a card that has flashback. It's a 1 red, gives you +3/+0 with the Kiln Fiend or anybody else, or a Kiln Fiend or the Cyclops. That's +6/+0 for 1 red. And it does have flashback of 2 red, 2 colorless and 1 red. So it is a little bit expensive, but bolty. Apostle's Blessing. Apostle's Blessing. Apostle's Blessing. Yep, there we go. So, was expecting that. So that's 16 coming out our face, bringing us down to 4. The thing is, he won't be able to reproduce that. Not reliably, anyways. I'm going to just start eating away at his health a little bit here. I'm very highly doubtful that he has another Apostle's Blessing. But because I don't want to take any risks, I'm going to blow it up anyways. So he's got the Faithless Looting in his graveyard, so he can do that if he can get another Cyclops down. There's another Cyclops. So, what we're looking at, because he can't block my 2 in the air, I need to play that down. Well, we'll swing with our 2 in the air. And all we're pretty much going to pray for is that he doesn't have an Artful Dodge, because if he does, we're going to be hosed no matter what. So we'll play down our Legionnaire, hopefully be able to use it to block him, and we can finish him off with the Bolt. Artful Dodge, and that is game. So apparently having to mulligan 3 games in a row and having to have 3 opening hands with just 1 land don't work for this deck. But I hope you enjoyed the view, or I hope you enjoyed the show.